from base set. And now we could pull a Miraidon alt from this set. Oh! We got an alt like we were saying, but we got... Hey guys, Georgisaur here, back with another one for you. You know what time it is. We're going to be opening up something special. You can't really tell with what we got today because we're going to be putting up two different sets together. We've done this for a while already. We got a couple of those, but we really like them. We got different sets again. We got Shrouded Fable, our ETB. We have 4 total of that. And what we've been seeing so far, you've been seeing it at least, our base set of Scarlet and Violet. We're going to be putting those two against each other. Last time we got this, we got our Gardevoir. Go ahead and watch that video. But let's see what we get in these two. Be putting them against each other and see what we get. So here's our promo codes, at least, for our Shrouded Fable boxes, ETBs, before we start. I'm not going to show you guys any of the stuff that comes in it because we've seen those. But let's go ahead and start with some base set and then move with Shrouded Fable. We're going to be doing that vice versa. So we're going to go with our first of Scarlet and Violet, the base set. And we're just going to be doing, again, if you've been part of the channel for a while, we do our first pack a little slow with these that have a lot of packs in them. And we take it slow so we can see the arts start us off. But once we do, we start to pick up the pace with everything else. And again, I'm going to be doing a versus in the sense, we started with 1, but it's just a regular EX. In the sense where it's 9 versus 9 since our ETB has 9. And then other than that, we're just going to be putting them against each other. Say do 9 base sets and then 9 Shrouded Fables and see how it turns up being. This is our 3rd video doing this. We've been pitting Shrouded Fable and base set against each other. So, and in some, you could say one of them, Shrouded Fable, you could say Shrouded Fable 1, and then the other one, you could say the base set 1. So, we're doing another one, see the tiebreaker and how that turns out. Well, let's see how it does, because right now, got our EX again. We have a booster box, as you guys saw in the thumbnail and in the video. We got a booster box of our base set, and then we have 4 ETBs of Shrouded Fables, which could be anything in our booster box. We have some stuff assured, and our ETBs, we don't have anything assured. Obviously, you're gonna get a hit. If you don't, then it's just sad for you. But you could also, that means like we could get like an alt in each box, depending on how lucky we get. We start with our Palmot as our illustration rare for our base set. This is our first big hit. And again, that means we get at least 3 of those illustration rares if everything's going how it should be, because those are our assured hits for this booster box. Our penny, there's a penny. Nice penny. And again, we've been also looking for pennies and Cassiopeias. So I'm gonna, let me see, let me decide. So Penny didn't take the throne. She stayed down, but why? Because Palmot, rarity wise, we got our illustration rare. And price wise, he is higher than her right now. But we're doing chases again in the sense that we're comparing how many pennies versus Cassiopeias we get, but we're also trying to see the main mission here, pitting against each other, our base set and our Shrouded. Well, we also want to see how many pennies and how many in Shrouded Fable, Cassiopeias, we can get. Got our Professor's Research, and let's see, our 9th pack already, a 4th of the booster box gone. And so far we got an illustration rare and a full art. No EX, oh, and an EX. I already forgot about that Oinkogel, but that's already an EX as well. Got Arboliva and a 2nd EX. So we finished those 9 with 2 EXs, a full art, and our illustration rare of Palmot on the throne. Now we're gonna start with our 9 of Shrouded Fables. Again, I'm gonna do 1 for y'all to see, and then the rest. These are only a 99 card set, so Gonna see how it turns out here. We got our Persian, big boy Persian. It's the biggest hit we can get here. Also, we can get our alt of Pheasantipity, but that's the kind of stuff we're getting with our ETBs. You could get really lucky, you could get not so lucky, and just get one card. If you do, very sad because we have 9 packs. We should get at least 3 hits in this. So, we got our Kufant, Curem, and Cresselia. But you never know with this kind of stuff what you're gonna get. Already got 2 and nothing. But there's nothing too bad about that, obviously, because we have 9 cards in total. So see how it turns out for us. And big boys to find here. I think our top 3 are still the Earthen Vessel, Pheasantipity, and our Persian. So if we get any of those, it's gonna be definitely very good. But if not, there's a lot of nice looking cards in here as well. Houndoom has been going up. The illustration rares that are here, most of them look nice. Monkey Door, even though it's an ugly Pokemon, the card looks good. Tapu Bulu to start us off. So there's our Tapu Bulu. This guy comes out a lot too. Even though the color of the crowns are different, we got a gold and a silver. Here we're just looking at how many hits we're getting in each one and putting that against each other. But right now, that's our illustration. Like I was saying, it's a nice looking card. So that's our Tapu Bulu as our first hit. Getting an illustration rare. Or an art rare, like you would say if it was a Japanese set. But already starting off pretty good there. Not an EX. And we could still get more stuff in this because it is the ETB. And you never know what you're going to get again. In the booster box, you're definitely only going to get minimum 12. You could get more if you're lucky in that sense. But here, we could get super lucky or we could get super unlucky. Got a Monkey Dory EX. Now we have possibilities of one more hit because, like we were saying, percentage-wise, 9 packs in an ETB. We should get at least 3 hits. Right now we got our 2 different rarities, so another one of a different rarity wouldn't be bad. Let's see if it's a secret or an alt. Not a different rarity there. Got a Pecharunt. If we got a full art, at least right now they'd be tied exactly the same. A Cassiopeia. Exactly, a Cassiopeia would put us in the same places because got an illustration rare and we have 2 EXs. Now we just need a full art. I think we can get different types of full arts in this one. There's another one, a Reverum. So we got hit for hit at least, because I know that Penny ain't really worth much. I know she's worth at least more than the EXs, but hit for hit 4 in each of the first 9. And I'm pretty sure we're not going to get anything here, but you never know. We could get that ratio differently. Got our Seadra and our Dusknoir, and so far, 4 for 4. So that's our first round. They both ended up 4 for 4 hits at least. Maybe rarities is not the same, because only thing different there, well, they're both different. We got an EX, which is crystallized, or a Terra Crystal, and then we got our Penny, which is our full art. So they're both with a different hit at least, but 4 for 4 in that sense. Again, we're just gonna keep going. There's a very nice, in a previous one we pulled the Koraidon alt from base set, and now we could pull a Miraidon alt from this set. Oh! We got an alt like we were saying, but we got Miriam. Our Miriam alt, as you guys see in our background, we have Miriam there. I'm going to leave Penny in the front just in case we got a Cassiopeia, but I don't think Miriam's going to get taken down anytime soon. Our alt of the box, that doesn't mean we can't get anything else that's really good, because Ugo's showing me if we get a Drowsy, because now... Previously, Gardevoir was the big hit, and we did one of those, but now Drowsy's the big hit, and that's just a regular illustration rare. And that's what it's worth. 80 bucks. $80, guys. A regular illustration rare of the colors and stuff are cool, but in my opinion, it's not even a nice looking card. So there you go. You never know with Pokemon. These cards change all the times. Obviously, right now, a lot of people are getting into Pokemon. Definitely people that weren't even into Pokemon because of the app of Pokemon Pocket. Trading, battling, collecting. A lot of people, and spending money. A lot of people spending a lot of money on that. So why wouldn't they get into these cards? So there's our Gyarados, our Terra Crystal. So now we have a Terra Crystal for Terra Crystal, but it's just a regular EX. So we're going to shove that one back in there. Now when we do Shrouded Fables, our next one, hopefully we get an alt just like we did in this box. All right, there's our code for y'all. And let's see how it turns out in our 6-pack of these 9. Got our Arboliva. A lot of these cards, again, an Arvin I would consider it a hit because it's a very useful card. People use it. It's very meta still. And just the regular common is worth something. So the reverse is way more. And the alt and the regular art of him, they are worthwhile. So 2 more to go. Got our base set here going so far. Obviously, we haven't put the other 9 from Shrouded Fable, but definitely going at it at the moment. Got our Klefki and our Donzo. And our last one to finish us off. Half the box already. There's our code. And let's see. I know a lot of people don't even... They go with those TCG battles. Oh, a good one to go right there as well. And a Gardevoir. So a double hit at this moment. But Riolo also, this is what he's worth right now at the moment. So very nice card to get. So here we go with our 9. Let's see if we can get our alt in this 9. This 9 of Shrouded Fable. It's our ETB box. So we should get something out of here. Again, we could get another just regular illustration and nothing else comparative wise because we got 4 hits. Here in these 9, we got an illustration, we got an alt in the base set. So let's see if we can match that at least a little bit. There's our 3. Our Beware, Zubat, and Copperjaw. And many of these we don't need for any master set because again, it's only 99, so these come out way more easily. We do need some for the base set though to finish a master set. So got our Power Glass, Decidueye, and a full art. We got Okidogi. So there's our full art trainer at least, but it's not a trainer, it's a Pokemon. So we can still get our Pokemon from our trainer, from this Shrouded Fables, because we need Cassiopeia to have at least a Cassiopeia and a Penny. That way we can make our comparison of those 2 there. But right now, let's see if we can get an alt or at least a big illustration. Because again, Persian still in the #1 spot from what I know. And we got our Neutralization Zone, which base set didn't have any A specs. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in the back. Got our full art and a ace spec card here so far. Still have 4 more packs for Shrouded Fables. So let's see how this bad boy goes. Got our 3, our Furfro, Toxicroak, and an EX Kingdra. Already 3 right there, guys. So Pickens ain't going really well. Pickens ain't going really well. We have 3 packs left, so hopefully we can get another one from these 3. If we do, way more than the ratio would be there. Got our Duskull and our Haxorus. If we get a regular Pheasantipity, just a regular EX, because Pheasantipity, again, still a very not used card, or sought after card in that sense that doesn't come out much. We've opened a lot of Shrouded Fable, but we still don't get many of those. Got our Haxorus, and there's a Reverum, so I'm pretty sure this will be our last hit. We got 4 hits, 2 EXs, full art, and an A spec. So not really expecting much here in our 5th. But if we do, 4 is already above the ratio. See if we can get a 5th way above the ratio. Our Academy, Horsey, and Blood Moon. Keeping on with the keep on, we got 9 more base sets. So far, no competition with our Shrouded Fable. So, we're gonna see what else. Oh, Cloth! And an EX in the same pack. It's just a regular old different, but it's a different one. I like it. It looks cool. It's a cute card. 3 different Cloths in there, and then Spit Ops we don't care about. Okay, so we already got our 3rd illustration from this base set. So, very likely we won't be seeing any more of those, but we did already have, we have a lot of the EXs. With that one, we got a 5th EX, I'm pretty sure. So, maybe all of these packs will have maybe an ultra rare, or we can get some surprise illustrations as well. You never know. Because our full arts, we already got trainers so far, which is our Penny. So let's see how this will be loaded, because we still have a lot of the packs left. So maybe we'll get some special, some surprise illustration rares. Or if not, we're just gonna get a bunch of EXs that just are gonna sour the mood with our base set. But right now with our alt, not really complaining much. Now we just need that in our Shrouded as well. Makes it worthwhile. But let's just keep it going. We're not gonna get another special illustration. At least I don't think we can. It's not a possibility. So I'm a Rhydon. It's not gonna happen here. We can still get some nice looking cards. Got our Skeldurge, Squovit, Hawlucha, and maybe an illustration pops out of nowhere that we're not expecting. Again, the Drowsy's a big one, but could also get a Curlia, a Ralts. That wouldn't be bad either. But again, we already had 3, so likelihood of that, not gonna say it's 0, but there is a likelihood of that not happening. There's our 3. Quaxwell reverse, we needed this bad boy. Go-Goat, I think we also needed. And our Cycles are hollow. At least we can also tick out some of those reverses that we need for the master sets. Second to last. Next one's our last pack of the 9. Got our Shroom, EXP Share, which is also one we needed, and our Quaquaval. So at least, again, the reverses are getting taken out. There's our last code of these 9. And our 3 here are Mabostiff, Drifloon, and Palmot. Very good. Moving on to our 9 of Shrouded Fable, our 3rd round of this. We got only worthwhile an illustration rare, I think, in our other 9 of base set. So Shrouded Fable has all of the work to do still. Nothing worthwhile to compare. And if not, then we already got that mission done in the sense that base set ended up whooping butt here. But we still have another ETB after this one, and this one still has promise with a good one. A very good promise there. Our Duskull, definitely, it's an illustration rare, but it's an illustration rare that is worth a good amount. That's our price right there compared to our medium. There we have those 2 fighting. So, as you guys see, now our alt of Miriam, price-wise, rarity-wise, definitely still winning, but price-wise, our Duskull is winning. And there's still a lot of possibilities with Shrouded Fables. That's just an illustration rare. So there are some alts that go up in price here in Shrouded Fable. So we could get very lucky. This was an illustration rare, and in this ETB, we could get not just our illustration rare, we could also get an alt. You never know, but right now there's our EX, and EX is basically we're not gonna pit them against each other. They are counting towards our hits, but nothing worthwhile in most of these. except Pheasantipity. And in the base set, it's not really any EXs I would say are being used. And if there are, let me know down in the comments which one is, or which of these cards are being used the most. I know we still have Arvin and Pokegear in base set, so those should count towards hit. Just like in our Shrouded Fable, we have A-Specs. When base set, we don't. So maybe those could count towards hit as well, but right now we're not focusing on that. We can get some Arvins and some Pokegears. Oh! We got an Ultra. It's not really worth anything, but rarity-wise, I don't know. I'm gonna discuss with Ugo which one we should take down. So yes, Power Glass. That's what it's worth on the screen. But rarity, we gotta put something against something, right? Not just an illustration, right? So we decided our Ultra, it's gonna stay up, our Power Glass Ultra. There is a way better Ultra we could have gotten, our Earthen Vessel, but to get our, well, that's a 4th hit. To get 4 hits in an ETB is already very good luck, even though maybe the EXs aren't that great. But getting this, an Ultra Rare, and this Illustration Rare, we got a very good ETB there. So let's see how our last one turns out for us. And then we'll go to our last round of 9 versus 9 Shrouded Fable and base set. Got our Kyurem and Haxorus. Okay, so last round, our round number 4, because again, we have 4 ETBs. Our base set box is in 4 because 9 for each. That way we can have 4 different rounds of this. Not really affecting in the round because in the total is what we want at the end. There's our Miraidon that I was saying, but it's not the Miraidon, it's just a regular EX. But that's our EX right there. I don't know how many of those we've gotten so far, but I'm pretty sure we are at that limit. And we still have a good amount of cards to go. Let's see if we can get an Ultra, because that's what we're missing here. To have 2 golds in the front now. But we have our illustration, our secret illustration, our special illustration rare. Let's see if we can get anything else worthwhile from what we have left, and if any of those are our reverses that we need as well. So again, 4 rounds total, because we have 4 ETBs, and in total at the end we're gonna see how it turned out for both. Probably in previous ones I didn't put prices because it was a pretty evident win, but maybe I'll be putting prices in this one for y'all. Depends how it turns out. If something else comes out that's like obviously daunting and we know who wins, maybe not. But if it is, I'll probably just put the top ones of each box against each other and see how that turns out. Because hit wise, I'll make a comparison, and then price wise, you can do that too, depending on how it turns out. I'm guessing in our last 4 packs, like I said, we have, I think, almost all the hits already that are possibly assured. I haven't been counting them, I'm just going through, but you never know how this will end. We could get an illustration still. In my mind, we already have 3, so I don't know if it's in that sense where you already got 3, you ain't getting more, but there's always something that can end up happening. Got our Pokeball and our full art. Our full art Pokemon was missing from here as well. It's our Bayonet. We had a trainer. Now we have our full art Bayonet. And I'm pretty sure that'll be the end of that box. We've got 2 packs, this one and another one. Let's see how it ends here. Our Lechonk, Seviper, and Clefcleat. And since it's our last base set pack, take it a little slow for y'all so we can see the final arts that show up here. Got our Psychic Energy, Toadscool, Rotom, Chansey, Rare Candy, Picnic Basket. Got our Sandile. Speaking of Miraidon and speaking of our alts, finished strong in our last pack. We did get last pack magic, guys. Very nice. Now we have a very good shot here. Our 2 golds dashing it out. I know Miraidon's probably not worth much, but it's an alt here. We got an alt and we got an alt. Now we just need an alt there to make it more or less the same. Okay, guys, so last chance for our Shrouded Fables here. It wasn't looking good for base set, but with that rarity at least of our Miraidon, it is catching up in that sense. So let's see if we can get our alt here as well. We need an alt. That's the only rarity hit that we haven't gotten here. And it's probably the hardest one to get. We got our gold, so we're not worrying about that. Our gold would have been the hardest, but now we're missing our gold, our alt rarity. Our alt rarity of our special art rare. That's what that is. So, rarity wise, now base set's winning. We got all the hits right there. Now we're missing our alt for Shrouded Fable. Price wise, not gonna say we're not winning there, but in hits, we are kind of losing it there. Obviously, our illustration rare of Duskull really brings us up, but our Riolu, sorry, of base set, and then the other two kind of levels the playing there. There's we go. There's our Cassiopeia. So let's do that comparison. We got our meta, our goal here of getting the two. So this is the same person, obviously. We got our Penny and we got our Cassiopeia. Only difference here, the hoodie, she has it up, and the background here's just like a regular. I think this is her in school. And then here, she is a tech savvy person. I'm pretty sure she's a hacker in the show, in the lore, but exact same person. But we wanted to make this comparison. We could have gotten an alt of Cassiopeia. Definitely would have been out there, but it is the exact same person. So we got our mission done there. Got one of each, but now let's see how it ends up with our Shrouded Fables with one more big hit, an alt. We need one more to make this battle worth. Oh, Houndoom, a nice one there. Very good, obviously. So, very beautiful card as well. Love the art. Another card that was down in the count, but went up in price. So, that one is a good hit right there at least. Got something good to finish off with Houndoom, but we still don't have our rarity of that alt. So, if this box has at least something else like that, price-wise, definitely, we ended up winning out with Shrouded Fable. But our ultra rare, or no, not an ultra rare, our secret art rare is what we're missing. Let's see. Got two more after this bad boy. Our Zorark is our holo. We have our second to last and our code with our 3. Got a laser, Decidueye, and Copperjaw again. No ace specs in the base set. And last one. See how it ends up turning out here with the last pack. Let's see if we got some magic like we did in our base set. Got our energy, Furfro, got our Toxicroak, Eevee, Varoom, Janine, Iron Moth, Slitherwing, got a Night Stretcher, Zorua, and Haxorus to finish off. Okay, guys, so we ended up counting, we ended up organizing, we saw and noticed some things as well. Our Shrouded Fable got 17 hits total, and our base set we got 13. I'm gonna go ahead and start with our base set because Shrouded Fable ended up getting some 2 good illustrations. We got here, I'm gonna go ahead and give the prices because it is a close battle. Even though hit-wise, definitely Shrouded Fable won, but we got a lot of the good hits here in our base set booster. Got our 6 EXs with our 1 Terra Crystal of that. Got our Penny, our full art. And we got our Bayonet full art there as well. And we got our 3 illustrations, Cloth, our Palmot, and our Riolu, which would be our big illustration here. Our special illustration and our ultra rare of Miraidon. So Here we ended up getting our special illustration, and in our Shrouded Fable we didn't. But the big reason right for this, because Shrouded Fable ended up getting 2 of the big boys of illustration there. So we got our Reverum. We ended up getting 3 of him. We got 2 Monkey Dories, 2 Kingdras, an Okidogi, and a Petarant. And here, 2 A-Specs, even though Base doesn't have any of these, but those are the prices of each. Our Dangerous Laser and our Neutralization Zone. And here you can tell, last one we had Penny, here we have Cassiopeia, and we also have our full art Pokemon like we did in the other one with Bayonet. We have our Okidogi here. And again, if you're paying attention, illustration rares, we have 3 in base set. Here we have 3 as well. Got our Tapu Bulu, but price varies very much here. We got our Duskull, and we got our Houndoom, and obviously our alt is Power Glass. So before we even move on to that, we got 2 alts, guys, in both of these. So let's go ahead, crown both of them as our hit of the video, our kings. Obviously one is worth more than the other, but 2 ultra rares in opening, not really common there, but in total 13 versus 17. Shrouded Fable ends up winning there. Price wise, there's a prize. You guys let me know who ended up winning, because definitely the 2 illustrations for Shrouded ended up helping. We did get our Miriam and we did get a good Riolu, but I don't really recall, but I think Shrouded Fable has the win there. But let me know down in those comments. Let me know what you thought of the video, what you think of these 2 sets battling it out to see who ends up winning. But that's been the video, guys. I've been Georgosaur. Leave a like, a comment, subscribe, helps out the channel, and hope to see you in the next one. Have a good morning, good afternoon, and a good night whenever you're watching. Peace out.